Right, I've had some lessons with another instructor, but I've never ever met you before. So I want you to treat me as a pupil at the partly trained stage. Yeah, my instructor who's gone off playing golf and is going to get very wet today, he has got the same car as you, so I'm familiar with the controls. He said we were going to do this turn the car on the road by using forward and reverse gears.
Yeah.
So, have you got any questions before we go into roll?
No.
It's what level am I?
Partly trained.
Yeah. And what subject?
Turning the road.
Yep, that's it. So I'll leave you to meet and greet.
Okay. Hello, Tony. My name's Allison. Nice
Hi,
to
Allison.
meet you. Right, I spoke to your instructor. He's off playing golf, and he said we're going to be doing the turn in the road today. You want me to cover that with you?
Yeah, I'll just come out of roll in a minute.
Yeah.
What was it? We're obviously not going to do a turn in the road here, are we?
No. Oh, right. No.
Yeah? Otherwise it's going to be a lot of turns, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have to drive to site, aren't we?
Okay.
Yeah? So do you want me to give any advice on this, or
It's
what do you know already?
phase one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a turn in the road
Yeah.
today. So what we're going to do, we're going to be driving to a suitable location.
All right.
Okay. And when we get there, I'll just run through a quick brief
Yeah.
of what we're going to do. Then we'll have a practice of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, just let her roll. I'll give you a bit of guidance, because obviously you haven't been told this by your trainer. We won't see who you work for. What would you be encouraging me to show you on the way to site?
Oh, your clutch control.
Clutch control and
How speed on pulling away.
big steers.
Oh, big steers. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fine. So that's what I want you to encourage me, but obviously if you don't encourage me, I will get you there.
Mm.
But it'll be a bumpy old ride, yeah?
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
Because obviously it is actually linked into the subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you think about what we need to do on a turn in the road, we need coordination to foot controls.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing little shuffly steers, it's going to be 20-point turns, or it'll be 21 because it's on an even number, isn't it? Yeah? So you're using that 5-minute drive to site for education.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
So there is a couple of questions you can ask me. Have you any idea what they are?
Have you done any reversing before?
Good question. Yeah, I've done a little bit of straight reversing with Bob last week.
Right, and what sort of speed did you do?
We said old man's walking pace with a broken leg.
Okay, and how
What?
did you find that? Did you manage that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and how did you control the speed?
Oh yeah, you had me coordinating them pedals.
That's it, yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today when we'll be doing the turn in the road. We're going to be using the tight clutch control.
Oh, right.
Because the secret with it is slow speed and quick steering.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and to do with the quick steering, we're going to be using nice big
Yeah.
turns with the steering wheel. So what we're going to do, as we pull away from here, I want you to show me how you use that tight clutch
Oh, right, yeah.
control, and show me how you're going to do the nice big steering. Because we don't want little shuffly steers.
And just one other question.
Yeah,
Yes, when you've done this straight bit reversing with Bob,
yeah,
where did he have you looking?
yeah. Okay. And when you done the reversing, where was you looking?
Well, I started to look. I was looking forward,
Yeah.
and then I felt this shouting in my ear. Yeah, and he said, "Don't be looking that way when you're going that way."
That's it.
So he said, he made me look behind me,
Yeah.
and he kept banging on about looking behind me. He never took his eyes off me once. Yeah.
Right, okay. So, because you've got to be looking in the direction that the
Yeah.
car's travelling.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
So, because when we do the turn in the road, we are going to be going forward and back.
Yeah.
So, on the forward parts, we're going to be looking out the front.
Yeah.
On the back part, we're looking out the back.
Right.
All right, okay then. So, if you'd like to set yourself
All
up
right.
as you normally do.
Seems like you started a controls lesson. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so what can you see in the middle mirror?
I can square the whole back window,
Yeah.
and I can see the corner of your window. I see a bit of my head restraint.
Okay, and what about the two door mirrors?
I can see the door handles, and I can see the fence coming at the top,
Yeah.
and the railings coming at the middle, and the same in that one.
All right, okay. Let's see like this set up okay for you. So, as we pull away from here, Tony,
Right out of the car park.
we're going to turn right out the car park, but I want you to demonstrate to me at a really, really slow walking pace, like an old man's walking pace as we pull up
Alright.
up to the edge of the car park. And use those big turns for me. Nice big turns. Hand at the top of the steering wheel. Right, and that's full lock.
Full lock, what's that?
Full lock. When you can't turn the steering wheel anymore,
Alright.
and so the wheels is turned as far
Alright.
around as they can go. So we're going to be using that when we do the turn in the road. So nice tight clutch control as we come out here, and nice big steering. So to do the big steering,
What did I do wrong with the clutch steering?
you lifted the clutch up too high, so we shot forward. So you don't want the clutch up too high. So if you have the clutch up too high, we're going to shoot forward.
I know what the biting point is.
Yeah, it was just above the biting point.
And then what do I do? What do I do when I reach that biting point?
Because once you reach the biting point, you must keep your feet still.
Oh right. That's
Because
what
if you move your feet, you're going to lift your feet up,
Yeah.
and then you're going to shoot forward like a
Yeah.
dog off a lead.
Yeah.
Especially when we come to do turning the road, because we've only got the width of the road. If you don't go slow enough, you'll be across the other side before you've had time to look or steer.
Right, and then left.
And we're going to turn right at the roundabout and then first left. So it's very important we use that tight clutch control to keep our
Right.
speed really, really slow. So we've got time to look and got time to do that steering.
Yeah, I think I felt your brain rattle there. You nearly had a stutter coming out of that car park, didn't you?
That's it. That was very good on the steering when we went round that roundabout. So that steering, that's what we want to be using when we come to do the turn in the road.
And next left.
And we're going to take the
Yeah,
next.
sorry, second left.
We're going to
Let's do
take
the first.
Take the next road on the left. So if you can do that nice big steering again for me as we come round here. Right, what you should be doing is putting your hand up at the top of the steering wheel, then pulling it round and
Right.
pushing it up with the other hand. Because that way you'd get the steering wheel turned a lot quicker in a shorter space of time.
Yeah,
Just keep doing those little shuffly steers, it's going to take you too long to do it.
yeah, my wife says I steer like an old woman. End right.
And at the end of the road we're going to turn right. So when we turn right at the end of this road, I want you to get your right hand at the top of the steering wheel,
Alright.
pull it down and push it up with the left hand.
Alright.
So nice big turns for me. And show me that nice tight slow cut control as we pull out.
You said
from
biting
yourself.
point.
Yeah, keep your feet still,
Keep your feet still.
nice and slow. That's it.
And then lift my feet off. That's
That's
better,
it.
wasn't
That's
it?
a lot better, yeah,
You
very
didn't start at
good.
that time, did you?
No, I didn't, no. I kept my teeth in that time,
Did
didn't I? Yeah. So that's what we want to be doing when we do the turn in the road.
No, right. End left.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn left. So if you can show me again those nice big turns for me, and show me that nice slow tight clutch control.
Alright.
Pull out of here.
Good job. Stop saying that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You try saying that while you have a computer. Yeah, it does work, doesn't it?
That's it.
Big
I love
steers,
that.
yeah.
Nice big steering, yeah.
End right.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn right. So show me again the nice big steering.
Alright. Mr. and Mrs. Wiggin.
Yeah.
This one's going down now. It's going to go quicker here, isn't it?
Yeah, because it goes down the hill, you let gravity take over, so we cover the brake.
Oh, gravity makes you speed up, doesn't
As
it?
it does, yeah.
Oh, right.
So we don't need the gas, we need to have the clutch down, cover the brake, just bring the clutch up and just control the speed by the brake.
Seen that one has a perception.
That's what?
I've seen that one has a perception.
Oh, have you?
That. I'm looking with a mouse key to press there. Roundabout straight.
Are we going to go straight on at the roundabout?
And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
And we're going to take the next turn on the right.
I didn't stop with the man with the Westie because the white car behind wasn't going to stop yet.
Right. nice big turns. Good.
And this will be a suitable road. So if you just get me to pull in between these two cars.
Right, and if you'd like to pull up in between these two cars for me, without conveniencing anyone's drive.
No need to worry too much.
Oh, right, okay.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the engine running while you give the brief, because
Yeah.
with this rain it's going to steam the windows.
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay then, Tony. This is a suitable place to do a turn in the road.
Right, I'll just give you a little little recap of what we've done there.
Yeah.
That was excellent. Yeah?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you encourage me at every junction. Where some people would just say it in the car park and they won't mention it again, yeah?
All right.
Yeah? And you hit the nail on the head. Tiny bit of a lifeline there. Get the clutch around at the bite and driving point, and then keep your feet still.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's the kind of thing we're after, isn't it? But you
Yeah.
really encouraged me every junction on that, and that was really good, yeah?
All right.
Without that, I would have got you here.
Yeah.
But it's a wasted opportunity for learning to take place, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll turn them off so it's not interrupting me.
Right, okay then, Tony. Right, the turn in the road. Basically, what we're going to be doing, position the car here. We're going to drive over to the other side of the road,
All right.
reverse back,
Yeah.
and so the car's facing the other way.
All right.
That's basically how we're going to do it. So what we need to do, we need to have that nice tight clutch control, what we're using on the way here. So we need to get that just above the biting point and keep our feet still. Okay. We're going to put it into first gear and we're going to drive over to the other side of the road. But before we pull away, we're going to do all-round observations. It's very important that we do the all-round observations, because if we mess it up and we've looked, doesn't matter quite as much because we know there's nobody there. But if we don't look and we mess it up, we could end up running somebody over or going into an oncoming car or something. So it's very important that we do the observations before we pull away. And we're going to do what we call our POM routine before we pull away. Have you heard of that?
Oh, cool. I've used that loads of times.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to do that, prepare the car. We're going to drive over, do the all-round observations, drive over to the other side. And then we're going to do all-round observations again, pop it into reverse.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking out the back window, we're going to reverse it back.
Yeah.
And we're going to be picking up reference points as we go
All right.
around.
Yeah.
Then we're going to put it into first again, do all our round observations again. Then we're going to drive round and just pull up on the left-hand side. That's just basically what we're going to do. But what we've got to look out for as we're going round is, if you can see, we've got a camber in the road.
All right.
It's not quite so severe here. Some roads are a bit.
Oh, they build these roads especially for turns in the road, don't they? To make it difficult.
Well, what it does, it makes the rain and the water go away. So that's why they have the
Just as well in this country,
camber.
isn't it?
Some are a bit more severe. So as we're pulling away, I'm getting into first gear. But as we go down the other side of the camber, gravity takes over.
Oh, that gravity, like we had at that junction, yeah.
That's it. So then, in that case, rather than having the clutch and the gas, we'll use the clutch all the way down and we control the speed with the brake pedal.
All right.
And if we do stop and we need to go a little bit further, we just take the foot off the brake and just raise the clutch up slightly, and that'll make us move forward. Okay, so we're going to use the clutch and the brake to go down.
So if I stop, if I ease off the brake slightly, would gravity move me?
Depends how. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Depends how.
Would it be worth me trying it, or?
Yeah, we'll have a go at that because it depends
yeah.
on the camber. Some cambers are not, because it's not that severe, this one, and sometimes it doesn't move, so then we just have to bring the clutch up. And if that doesn't work, then you just need a tiny amount of gas. But we'll practice that as we go around. And as we reverse back, obviously we'll be going uphill slightly, so we're going to be using the clutch and the gas pedal to go back up.
All right.
And as we come back down the other side,
Gravity.
All right. That's it. And as we pull away again, we'll be going up, so we're going to be using the clutch and the gas pedal. Right, okay, so where wouldn't you do a turn in the road?
Well, I know I'd do one on my driving test, wouldn't I?
Maybe. You get one manoeuvre on your driving test.
Yeah, I might get this one though, won't I?
You might get this one, yeah.
Bit of a bummer I don't know how to do it, isn't it? No, my luck. Don't call me lucky for nothing.
Bad luck.
Bad luck, yeah.
So is there any roads
I am studying for my theory. I see a couple of signs here.
Yeah.
It says no U-turns. Would that be
That's it. So you wouldn't be able to do a turn in the road if it's got
Yeah.
no U-turns.
And that means a one-way street.
Yeah,
If I turned around there, I'd be facing the wrong way, wouldn't I?
that's it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's quickly turn back around again, wouldn't I?
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No. So it'd be illegal to do it in that sort of road.
I recognise that one because I live in a road like that.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, dead end.
That's it.
Yeah,
So then
that's
case,
actually the name of my road.
is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd have to do one of them on
You'd
my
have
road.
to do one of them. Yeah. That's
when
it.
I get a car, of course.
Of course. Yeah. Right. Okay then. So do you have any questions on that?
No, no. Looking
Okay,
forward to
so
getting on with this.
What we do, we'll have a practice of that.
That was good, nice and precise and to the point, yeah.
Okay. I thought I won't go into too much detail, so we're going to be doing it on the...
Exactly, exactly, because you're going to have to repeat it again, yeah? Go into detail there. Am I going to remember it when the wheels start rolling?
No.
No, I hope not, no.
So is that just enough then, really?
Perfect.
Okay.
If you think about any manoeuvre we do, even if you were to mention that this manoeuvre involves control, accuracy, and all-round observations, and then get on with it, that would be enough really, to be honest with you.
Right.
Or no brief at all, and okay, the brief would be marked unsatisfactory if you hadn't given one, but if you nail it on the move, you'd pass.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right,
Right. Okay then.
let's have a go at this then, eh?
Right. Let's have a bit of fun then, Tony.
This 3-point turn, eh?
Yeah. Right. Okay then.
I would do it in 3 points, haven't I?
Yeah.
My mate says.
Yeah. Actually on your test, we'd like you to do it in 3, but obviously depending on the width of the road, sometimes.
Yeah, because I might buy one of those big cars, big American cars.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you have to do it in 5.
Oh right.
Okay. So either 3 or 5. Okay, but this road, nice wide road, we should be able to do it
Oh,
easily
yeah.
in 3 moves. Okay. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is do our POM routine. So do you remember what the first bit of that was? Okay. Right. It's important that we put it in first gear,
Oh, sorry.
because if we have it in 3rd gear and we go to pull away, we're going to stall.
Oh right, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
it's very important
yeah.
we get first gear. Right, and it's important that we don't have too much gas. So if you have too much gas, when you release the handbrake, we're going to shoot off down the road
All right.
before we've had time to look or steer. Okay, so not quite as much gas as that.
All right.
And it's important we don't bring the clutch up too high.
All right.
Because if we bring the clutch up too high, we're going to shoot off down the road before we've had time to look or steer. So we want to get just above that biting point. And when we get just above that biting point, you want to keep your feet still.
All right, yeah, yeah.
You know that nice tight clutch control? I can't say
I don't know why you keep saying it because you can't say it.
Like
Allison, your teeth are in that bag in the boot, yeah?
Like, that made me laugh. Like clutch control we did on the way round here.
Yeah, I do.
That's what we want to be using.
All right, I got that. Yeah.
For this
yeah.
manoeuvre.
Yeah.
So nice and slow and big steering.
All right.
Right. So we've got the car prepared. Now the
Yeah.
next bit is the what?
Oh, for observations.
Okay. So we need to look over my shoulder, over your left shoulder, because you're going to be doing a turn in the road.
All right,
so we
yeah.
need all round observations.
Yeah, it's all clear.
Now, look over my shoulder. Look over my shoulder. Can you see
Oh,
that?
I thought you didn't looking for me.
No, I was just having a look. Can you see that lamppost?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. Is there anything there? Anyone coming out
No.
that drive?
No.
We'll look over there then.
Yeah, it's got a H on it.
Anyone coming out that drive?
No.
Okay. Anyone coming out here?
No.
Bob, look ahead. Anyone coming? Anyone
Like
coming
what?
out those drives?
Like what?
Well, any people coming out the driveways?
No.
Any pedestrians walking? Because what we're going to have...
Yeah, what did you said was anybody coming? What do you mean, anybody?
Well, basically, what we're going to have around the car is like a 7-car safety zone. So if anything comes within this safety zone, any pedestrians...
Yeah, what do you mean by anything?
Anything...
Oh, you mean cars could come down this road?
Any road users.
Oh, cars,
Or
bikes.
pedestrians, bikes,
motorbikes, yeah.
anyone that's going to come in that safety zone,
So
about
I'll look
7 cars.
There,
We need to look all round.
there. And where else will look?
You need to look, check your wing mirror. Anyone in there? Look out at...
Oh, the
Yeah,
door
that's
mirror,
the
sorry,
door.
yeah. Can you get rid of that Morris Minor?
Then you need to look over your shoulder and check your blind spot.
Oh, yeah, it's clear.
How many cars in that drive over there?
One.
In your blind spot. Where's your blind spot?
There.
Turn round between your headrest and your door pillar. How many cars in that drive over
one. Silver.
there? No. That one over there.
Oh, 2.
Right, okay. So we must make sure we check that.
All
Because
right.
if they come out of there and you haven't checked, we're going to have a collision, aren't we?
All right, yeah.
So anything comes in our zone, we're going to
Yeah.
stop and look and assess the situation.
All right, yeah.
And if their wheels are moving, ours are going to stop.
All right.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to have another quick look
I
because
thought we were. Yeah.
we've been here a little while. So quick
Yeah.
all-round observations, like we just did. Okay.
Yeah, those 2 cars are still
Right,
there.
is anybody coming? Anybody?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right. As soon as you release the handbrake, we want you to put full lock on the car. So turn.
I'll turn the wheel fully, yeah.
Right. Lift the clutch up and cover the brake. Oh. Right, now put the handbrake on.
Why did you say lift the clutch up? No, it was going quite well at that point, wasn't it?
I meant to say dip the clutch down.
Oh, let me just set it back again. You know we have this camber, yeah?
Yeah,
What's the bit in the middle called?
don't know.
The crown,
Oh, right.
yeah?
Yeah,
Over the crown of the road,
yeah,
clutch down, cover the brake,
right.
Yeah?
Okay.
yeah?
Yeah.
Not clutch up more, yeah? Right, so I've done the observations, yeah?
Okay. Right, so now keep your feet still and
Yeah.
big steer to the
Oh,
left
yeah,
so we
yeah.
get full lock on. Okay, so now we get to the crown, so clutch down, cover the brake. Now press the brake, pan width corner, press the brake, cover
Come on, just tell me when to stop.
and stop there.
All right.
Okay, now put the handbrake on. Okay, now can you see where the wing mirror comes into? Sorry, can you see where the curb comes into the car?
Oh yeah, just ahead of that wing mirror that you call it.
Oh. I'm gonna have to write it on the door mirror. Right.
The clue is on the. Don't worry, I don't know what you mean.
Right. Right. Where that curb comes into the door mirror,
Yeah.
that's your reference point for not hitting the curb. Okay.
Oh, ahead of the door mirror, yeah.
Okay. So what we need to do now, we need to reverse back. Sorry, just out of roll a minute. Do you?
There's 2 reference points, isn't there?
Yeah. Do you take the turn off just before you stop?
Well, there's 2 reference points. The first one, you're going to stop me.
I've gone past that though, haven't we?
Well, you stop me about there, right?
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. And if you look down here, take that in your hands, yeah?
Yeah.
And ask me where the curb goes into the car first.
Right. Where does the curb cut into the car?
Oh, just ahead of that door mirror. That's
Right.
your reference point for when we start moving to take the stairs off, yeah?
Okay.
He's going to have a go to start taking them off now. No, don't do it yet, because dry steering does what?
Yeah. Damage the tyres.
Right, yeah? So, next we're going to go forward. I'm only going to go forward that much. Hold it up and let me see it, yeah?
Yeah.
That's as far as we're going to go forward, yeah?
All right. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you when to stop, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? So, it's just a matter of just easing off the brake, sitting as a pound coin. Remember gravity. Ease up, sitting as a pound coin. Come on, steer, 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 and tell me when to stop.
And stop there.
All right.
Okay. Now, where does the curb come into the car?
Just underneath that door mirror.
Right. Well, that's your reference point for stopping before we hit the curb.
Right.
Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to take the car backwards.
Now, you need to give me a bit of detail, don't you? Put some money in the bank. If I overhang the curb, what's the consequences?
All right. If what? Sorry.
If I overhang the curb,
Yeah.
what's the consequences?
Well, you could hit something, couldn't you?
Yeah, you go and stand in front of me and I'll overhang the curb.
Yeah.
Won't
No.
I? I think you would, don't I? I could hit a pedestrian, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the importance of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always got to be a reason why you're telling me to do something. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it, would we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. That's your reference point for stopping before we hit the curb. Because if we go up on the curb, we could hit a pedestrian, or we could hit a tree, or go into their fence and damage
Oh,
a car
right,
as
yeah,
well. But
yeah.
most importantly, we don't want to be knocking any pedestrians over.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's very important we stop before
Yeah.
we mount the curb. Right, okay, so now what we need to do is go backwards.
All right.
So we need to put the car into reverse.
All right, yeah.
Okay, prepare the car. Now we need to do all-round observations.
Just get in a little bit more detail. It's important to be in reverse, Tony, because we don't want to be going that way when we're looking that way, yeah?
Yeah, okay. It's important that we get it into reverse,
Yeah.
because if we don't get it into reverse, you're going to be looking out the back window and we're going to shoot forward. So it's very important that we get it into reverse, okay? So we need to do all-round observations before we move away.
All right.
So you need to look over your shoulder, look in your blind spot, check your blind spot.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that lamppost? What colour stickers it got on it? In your
tell-
blind spot, between your headrest.
Oh, yeah,
and your-
between the headrest and the door pillar. Oh,
Is there
see
anyone coming out those driveways?
No, there's not.
Okay. Now look all round, look in the front. Any pedestrians about?
Right, let me help you with these observations, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know why you all do the same, yeah? You always get me starting there,
Yeah.
and then you skip the big bit in the middle. Yeah?
Right.
No,
What's the big bit in the middle?
the big bit in the middle is what's coming up and down this road,
Oh,
isn't it?
right, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for pedestrians.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't hit any pedestrians, but I've just reversed into that flipping brand new Merc that's just gone past you. So if you think about it, if I start there,
Yeah.
and I'm naturally going to be moving my eyes all the way. I'm going to see that silver car, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to see what's happening on the pavement.
Yeah.
Don't look at the car because you may go past it then, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking all the way along here,
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up there, haven't I?
Yeah.
I couldn't cover more than that, could I?
No.
Yeah? Yeah, so as I move my head round, I'm also looking for cars coming from there, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
So I'll talk you through the observations again.
Right, okay then, Tony. So before we move, we need to do our all-round observations. So we're going to start off looking over your right shoulder,
Oh, yeah.
okay? Over your right shoulder, in your blind spot, between your headrest
Oh,
and your
yeah,
door
yeah,
pillar.
yeah, yeah.
Right, anything coming out there?
No.
Look down the road. Any cars coming? Any
No.
pedestrians? Look ahead. Look all the way round. Looking down the road. Any cars coming?
No.
Look over your left shoulder,
Left shoulder.
all
Yeah.
the way round, and end up looking out the back window.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Right, what colour street door she got in there?
Sorry?
What colour street door she got? Right, that's where you should be looking. Okay?
Oh, brown, isn't it?
Right, okay, so we need to be looking out there as
Oh,
we're
right,
reversing
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Right, now keep your feet still.
Yeah.
And as we go to reverse back, nice big turn, so we need to get a full lock on as quick as you can. So
full
quick
lock.
steering,
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
big turns.
Yeah.
Look out the back window.
Yeah.
No, out the back.
Oh, right, yeah,
Right
yeah.
out the back.
Yeah.
Out the back.
All right, yeah.
Okay. You got full lock on,
Yeah.
turn that steering
Yeah,
wheel.
it's turned.
Okay, now you get to the crown, cover the brake.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I need to do hard enough.
Yeah, just wanted to cover the brake and then you
All
need to
right.
be looking up and down. Is anything coming up and down the road? Okay.
No.
Right now look out your right window
Yeah, I'm looking.
at the back and steer to the
Which window? The right window or the back window?
at
Think where you'd be looking if you were driving yourself.
at the back window.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
All right,
And
yeah.
Just steer
Yeah.
to the right.
No, get me to,
And now
tell me where to stop.
and stop
here.
there. Right now.
Reference point number 3, yeah?
Right. Now where does the curve come into the back window?
About a quarter way along that window.
Right, that's your reference point before you need to take the turns off
Oh,
before
right.
we get to
I'll
the
take it off
curb.
then,
Okay, so don't do it until I say so. Right now, have a quick check up and down the road. Anything coming?
No?
Okay, we've got a car coming towards us. So
No, he can't get behind me, can he?
no. So what we're going to do? Wait to see what he does. We're going to stop there. Right. So now what we need to do? We need to look out your side windows and turn the steering wheel towards me.
Side windows.
Out the back window.
Oh,
Turn the steering wheel towards me.
oh yeah.
And stop there.
All right.
Right, where does the curb come into the car?
Oh, just in the corner of that window.
Well, that's your reference point before you hit the curb, because we don't want to be going up the curb, otherwise you'll be hitting a pedestrian.
All right.
Right, so we'll get it into first gear because we've got a few.
Don't rush. They got loads of room to go past us, yeah? That's why I wouldn't even, I never make eye contact with them until, see, he's gone past you, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Don't even look at them.
yeah,
Don't forget you're teaching me, Pom.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah, if they're in a hurry, they'll go past you.
okay,
But if you look at them,
right, okay,
they're going to think, I've made eye contact with her, it looks like she's going to go.
right, okay,
Yeah? So just look straight ahead.
okay,
Or just look at me.
okay. Right, so
Pump.
we need to get the car into
all
first
right, yeah,
gear.
yeah.
Right, prepare the
Oh,
car.
I've got it prepared,
So we've got to look up and down the road. Look over to the left. Anything coming?
No.
No. Now look way to the right and turn the steering wheel to the right and keep your feet still.
All right.
All up to the right.
I'll stop on the
That's
left,
it.
please.
And then you're going to pull up on the left, but check your left mirror before you pull up.
Oh, just the left mirror.
The middle mirror
All
and
right.
left mirror before we pull
All
up.
right.
Okay, and just stop there. Okay. That's it.
It's not as hard as what's made out to be, yeah? Don't make that mistake that a lot of people make, yeah? They get so wrapped up in the cars that are waiting
Yeah.
that they forget about me completely, yeah? And you go, you're talking to me, but you're not really talking to me. The taxi went past, didn't he?
Yeah.
If the taxi got room to get past, so did the Merc, didn't they?
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, if they're in a hurry to get to work or get home, they will go past us, yeah?
Yeah.
But this is what you want to be teaching your students. I want you to make sure you use the POM routine in this manoeuvre, yeah?
Yeah.
Prepare.
Yeah.
What does O stand for?
Observe.
Yeah. So we're not going to go anywhere until we're
We've
ready,
observed,
yeah? But if the person sitting next to me, who's my instructor, is not sticking to the same routine, don't forget we've got L plates all over this car.
Yeah.
The driver of that Merc's probably thinking, okay, that pupil's as thick as two short planks, I'm not going to take any notice of him.
Yeah.
But that blonde lady sitting next to him is an instructor, and she's looking at me. I think she's probably going to tell that plonker to start going, yeah?
Yeah.
Natural reaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's probably going to think, oh, wait, yeah? But if you hadn't looked at her, she may well have gone,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? So don't look until we're ready to look,
Okay.
until you're telling me to look, yeah? So, if the observations start with the right blind spot, they go all the way around. They must cover everything in where the eyes go.
Yeah.
I should be able to pick up everything in there, yeah?
Yeah.
The same way, if I start with the left and I'm going all the way around to the right, I should be picking up everything in there, yeah?
Yeah.
So again, just as we got to
Yeah,
on the reverse bit,
I forgot that bit.
and we stopped, yeah, because you were too interested in that Merc, weren't you? Was it been driven by a bloke or a woman?
Well, the black car.
The Merc.
I couldn't see because of the rain.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's just giving me a little bit of guidance, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's about as far as I want to go back.
Yeah.
So the first reference point is where I'm going to stop. You're going to ask me where the where the curve goes into the car. That's the reference point for taking the steers off. Yeah, I was sitting there happily while you were looking at the Merc doing dry steering, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought, well, you know, if you're not paying attention to me, I'll punish you for it, yeah?
Yeah.
I've got about 3 steers on the wheel, don't I? Yeah? Give me your full attention. Don't forget, it's me that's the most important person in your life at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So give me that full attention. Yeah, and we want to go back just about that much, and as soon as we start moving, we're going to start steering the opposite way, yeah? And then tell me when to stop, and then again ask me, where does the curve go into the car? I'll give you the answer. That's your reference point for not encroaching or overhanging the curb. If you overhang the curb, we could hit a pedestrian, or there could be the partially sighted person walking past, yeah? Yeah? That's the reasons why, yeah?
Right.
So, the only thing that makes this manoeuvre hard to
Yeah.
teach is you yourself,
Yeah.
yeah? Because if you don't stick to your own rules, what you're preaching to me,
Yeah.
use that POM routine. And this is something that when you're teaching your real learners, you'll be saying to them, because you remember what's happened today, don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
If you make eye contact, they get worried.
Yeah.
You don't make eye contact, they'll flash past you. Problem over. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, they weren't there when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah? When I'm ready to move, if they're not moving, if their wheels are not turning, my wheels can. If their wheels turn, my wheels don't. Simple
Yeah.
as that, yeah?
Yeah.
Any